So friends, welcome. Friends, yesterday TRAI came out with the telecom subscription data. Now friends, why this data is important? Let me tell you why it is important, because this is the data of the last month of this financial year, which is FY25. Now, because I have the last month financial year data of FY25, I can now do a higher level granularity comparison between various service providers of their growth of subscribers, as well as map it to the financial metric of the telecom service provider. Because doing a month by month analysis sometimes does not give a very accurate picture because of lot of inaccuracy in data reporting, and there could be some seasonality also. Depending upon that, the operators may have added subscribers, may have not added subscribers. So the best way to analyze the data is to look at a granularity above the month level, maybe at a quarter level or at a year level, but year level is too high. So we will look at this at a quarter level, which will give us a very good understanding as to what is going on. Now friends, I have no script for this video. What I will do is I will use my tool to do this analysis on the fly, and you will find this video very, very useful. Now, before I get into the meat of this video, I would like to point out about FWA, because FWA has been extracted out of the wireline bucket and now is being reported separately, and looks like that there is a lot of focus. And therefore, let's look at how FWA is growing in India before I deep dive into the detailed analysis of subscribers of the various operators on a circle by circle basis. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's look at FWA. Now friends, if you look at this chart, let me just zoom in a bit so that you can get a very, very good picture as to what is going on. This was for the first time TRAI started reporting FWA. So January data. So we have the January data. So January data, we don't have any trend because January was the first time FWA was reported. So if you go down below, you will find that Bharti had around 872k subscribers. Reliance had around 4.8 million subscribers. Total was 5.7 million subscribers. And the rural subscriber was around 202k. So the total was also 202k. So now let's go to the February data. So when you go to February data, here also I will zoom out a bit so that you can see. Now you will see that Bharti from 872k has jumped up to 1.1 million, which is a 162k increase. So it was 18.59%. Reliance Jio from a 4.8 has jumped to 5.2, which is a 392k increase, which is 8.11%. And the overall increase was 554k, which translates to 6.2 million, and it is 9.71%. The rural increase hasn't been very, very significant. If you see, only Reliance is doing rural. So 202k to 213k, and that shows up in the total as well. So total as well is also similar because Reliance Bharti is actually nil as far as rural is concerned. Now let's look at the latest data. So latest data also I will zoom out a bit. So you'll see that Bharti started from what? 101.03 million. So it has increased to 1.1 million, which is almost similar to what they did in the February month. Let's look at the February month. 162k, a slight increase, right? So you see here, it is slight increase. Sorry, not this one. So 163k, right? Which is a 15.79%. Reliance Jio, what was the increase in the last February? It was 392k. Now here Reliance Jio has done how much? 334k increase. So there is a drop, and therefore it shows up on the percentage growth. Overall, the numbers have also dropped. So what you see here, the FWA trend is going down. Means the percentage growth as well as the absolute number as well as in percentage number, both Reliance as well as the total is going down. Now we have to wait to see the trend as we move forward in time when the other months are reported. But there is one important point which I want to tell you friends in this chart, is that the rural numbers are wrong. Because if you see, the earlier rural number was 213k for Reliance. Now it is showing 2.5 million, which can't be. So there is an error here. So TRAI needs to correct such errors. So that's why I have been pointing out all these errors in TRAI's reporting, because these errors actually, kind of dismantles our confidence in TRA's data. So this has to be corrected. I don't know what is this number, maybe 250K, I don't know, right? So this number is incorrect. Now let's go straight to what we are seeing as a overview picture before I drill down into a circle level picture, right? So what I will do is I will not do wordline because wordline is misleading. You know that because earlier at the FWA were classified as wordline. So I'm going to focus only on wireless because that is going to give us a bigger picture because wireless never included FWA. So it is smartphone data, which also, by the way, includes M2M. That's my understanding because Reliance is, if you look at the quarterly report, which they publish to the stock market, as well as what the TRAI data, they matches. So Reliance probably does M2M reporting in a synchronous manner, both the stock market as well as in the TRAI data. But Bharti and Vodafone looks like reports only smartphone, but here they report the total data. So this data that you see, the number of subscribers that you see, includes probably M2M. That's my understanding. Viewers can tell me whether I'm wrong or whether I need to be corrected. So that's because TRAI does not tell us, whether it includes M2M or not, right? But there is a discrepancy for the fact because Bharti's number do not match with what they are reporting through the stock market. Similarly, Vodafone also does not match. Now, let's do incremental, right? So when you do incremental here, so let the chart show up, right? So when you do incremental here, you will notice that I have chosen wireless. Now you'll see the Reliance Jio has made a, increase. So their subscriber take is increasing from 6.6. So earlier, there was a drop here. So when it was dropped till October and then they started increasing. So it was in December numbers were the highest and then it basically went down and now it is on the rising trend. So 2.71 million numbers have been added by Reliance Jio this month of March 2025. So I will basically elevate the granularity and you'll see a quarter level also. Bharti, actually there was a lot of losses and then there was a sudden increase and then there was loss. And now you see Bharti has added 1.25 million. Vodafone somehow did a very, very marginal, there was virtually no gain, no loss. But this month, Vodafone has lost 0.5 million, 0.54 million subscribers. Strangely and very interestingly, BSNL, which was losing a subscriber on a regular basis, now have made a small incremental gain this month, which is 0.05 million. So now let's look at in higher granularity. Let's do it in a quarter level, which will give us a very good understanding. Now, from a quarter level, when you choose wireless, you will find that Bharti has gained 4.5 million in the last quarter, FY25 Q4. Reliance Jio is slightly higher in the wireless again, 4.63 million. So there was a huge drop of Reliance Jio of 12.75 million. Bharti dropped less. So Reliance Jio is making it up, right? So 2 quarters, Reliance Jio is continuously gaining subscriber. Bharti gained 1.82 million. This quarter, Bharti's gains are lower. Now, Vodafone Idea lost significantly in the last quarter, which is the quarter Q3, FY25. So this quarter, the loss is less. If you look at from a quarter level, right? Which is very, very interesting. Now, BSNL having gained huge amount of subscriber in the quarter of FY25 Q2 because of the tariff hike. And then, there has been a loss. So if you aggregate the whole 3 months of the last quarter, BSNL has lost 6.7 million subscribers, right? Because they were a continuous streak of losing and then there was a huge gain for 3 quarters and then they are losing. So this is on a high level, right? Now let's go and state at a circle level, which is going to be very, very interesting. Now, what I am going to do, friends, in a circle level is I am going to choose those circles which have gained maximum subscribers on a quarter level, the last quarter. And this you will find in this portion. Let the chart refresh because sometimes what happens is that I keep it up for a long period of time. So I will choose quarter here. So let me just choose quarter here and I'm going to go to switch view, which is the heat map view. So let me just go there. So this is very useful, friends, because it kind of gives a very, very significantly impactful picture, which you can't see otherwise. So what I am doing is, since I've chosen quarter here, let me just choose wireless only because wireline will create a problem. So let me just do wireless. And this is subscriber incremental numbers, right? On absolute terms. and you will see that this is the total, and it has been arranged in such a way that the largest incremental gain has been put on the top for the circle for all the service providers. So you can see it here, right here, and the lowest is actually at the bottom. So this gives a very good reference to check, because we need to check those service area where the subscriber gains are the highest. Then only it makes sense. Otherwise, just doing a random check does not matter, right? So let's click here on Bihar. So the way the tool has been configured is, as soon as you click here, you will see this will glow. And then correspondingly, because everything is arranged in a descending order of subscriber gain on that particular quarter, it becomes very difficult to otherwise search. So you will see this will glow in the respective service providers dashboard or heat map. And you can see that every service provider, whether it is ranked at what level, because of the last quarter gains and loss will be clearly visible, which is very, very significant. So if you see in Bihar, 1.46 million subscribers were added in the last quarter of FY25 Q4. So who added the most? Bharti added the most, 0.6 million, and Reliance Jio added. So no, Bharti did not add the most. Sorry. Bharti did not add the most, because it is actually Bharti's addition in the other service areas which Bharti has added. Bihar is the highest. So it does not give you that indication. But when you go to the market share, we will be able to see. So Reliance Jio added the most, which is 0.82 million, but it is third in the rank of the addition in other circles. Like MP, it added the most, UP is added the second, and the Bihar is 0.82 million. Right? Now let's look at Vodafone Idea. Vodafone Idea added 0.24. So looks like that Bihar and BSNL lost, so BSNL doesn't matter, right? So Bihar looks like is a circle where maximum action is going on, right? Which you can clearly see, because all three, Bharti, Reliance Jio, as well as Vodafone Idea, is adding subscriber, which is pretty interesting. Something is going on in Bihar, which is quite different, because if you look at, I think it has been in a consistent basis. So what I can do is I can move couple of quarters back in time. So if I do 1 quarter back in time, you see still, no, Bihar has gone down. So Bihar actually has added significant number of subscriber in the last quarter, which is clearly visible. You see, 1.46. So last quarter, Bihar was in action. Now let's look at UP East. Now if I click UP East here, you will see UP East, Bharti added 0.25 and Reliance Jio added 0.84. And then if you go to Vodafone Idea, it added 0.1. So UP East also, there has been an increase of 0.93 million. Contribution has been significant by Reliance Jio, and Bharti also has added, but not as significant. And Vodafone Idea also added 0.1 million subscriber, right? Now let's look at MP, right? Now, if you look at MP, what is going on? MP, Reliance Jio added maximum 0.80 million, because this is the highest strength circle for Reliance Jio, right? And then Bharti added 0.24 million. And then if you go down below, MP, Vodafone lost, because it is a weak circle for Vodafone. BSNL, added some 0.03 million. Now, in order to find out the importance of MP, because I told you that I will actually also going to map this with the revenue potential of the circles to see which circle is most important. So here, what I am doing is, I am also taking the granularity of a quarter. Instead of plotting subscribers, I am plotting AGR, market share, value in market share. So you will see that, MP, you will find that if I click here, you will find that, let's just refresh, because sometimes what happens is that, so let me just go to heat map, because when it is alive for such a long period of time, it creates. So MP is the most important circle for Reliance Jio. It's a 57.6% market share, revenue share, compared to Bharti as the lowest. Bharti actually, MP is not a very important circle, and Vodafone is 11.7 and BSNL is 0.47. So MP, adding Reliance, making a great addition in MP makes sense, because Reliance, it is a very important circle for Reliance, right? So let's go straight again to MP, and you'll see that MP 0.078 million. So Reliance Jio is adding large. So it makes a lot of sense because of that. Now let's go to the next circle, Orissa. Now, Orissa, before I take you through, okay, let's look at the numbers of Orissa. Orissa, Reliance Jio added 0.3, and then Bharti almost similar in nature, and Vodafone Idea has lost subscriber. Now, let's go to that revenue share metric in Orissa, and let's see where Orissa stand. Orissa is also a very important circle as far as Reliance Jio is concerned, because Reliance Jio has got almost 50% market share. Bharti has around 41% market share. And then Vodafone Idea is a very weak circle, 2.2 market share. For BSNL, it is an important circle. So if BSNL is losing numbers in Orissa, it actually kind of tells a story, because let's look at BSNL has lost. BSNL actually has gain or nothing. It's almost like zero. Vodafone Idea has gained a little bit. But yeah, it makes sense for Reliance Jio making a maximum gain in Orissa, right? Now let's look at Mumbai. Mumbai is a very important circle, right? So in Mumbai, let's look at who has got the maximum revenue share in Mumbai. So when I go to Mumbai here, let's see, here is Mumbai. So I'll click here and let's see who has the maximum revenue share. So Mumbai, Bharti has got 35.7% revenue share, market share. Reliance Jio is the lowest. And who has the most market share in Mumbai? It is Vodafone Idea, as well as BSNL, because of MTNL. So both of them. So it is important that these people do not lose subscriber. Vodafone Idea has gained in Mumbai. BSNL has lost. And Bharti has gained marginally. And you will see, this is very, very significant, because Reliance has gained 0.36 million subscriber in Mumbai. Now, again, let's go to the revenue share as far. See, Reliance Jio's revenue share in Mumbai is 21.69%, right? So, Reliance Jio gaining subscriber in Mumbai is a significant event. So, it shows a lot of focus in Mumbai. Now, let's go to Karnataka. So, when I go to Karnataka, let's look at what is happening in Karnataka. Karnataka, Reliance gained 0.26, Bharti gained 0.13. And then, Vodafone gets 0.03 and BSNL, almost zero, right? Now, gain, low loss. Now, let's look at how Karnataka stands. So, Karnataka has a very important circle for Bharti as far as revenue market share, 56.6. Reliance Jio, it is a very, very in the lowest pedestal. And Karnataka also for Vodafone Idea is 7.7. Karnataka for BSNL is 6.8. So who is losing and who is gaining? Bharti has got maximum stake. So Bharti has gained 0.3 and Reliance Jio actually has made up a lot of ground in Karnataka, which is pretty interesting given that it is at a very lower pedestal as far as the revenue market share, which is 28.9. And for Bharti, it's a very important circle, right? So it's very interesting what is going on. Now let's look at Gujarat. Right? So Gujarat also, before I get into this, let me see where Gujarat, these people stand as far as revenue market share. So if Bharti is at the lowest pedestal as far as Gujarat revenue market share, 25.5. Reliance Jio is 45.4, right? And Vodafone Idea is very important, 24.7. And BSNL is 4.4. So Bharti, if you recall, Bharti is the lowest and Reliance Jio is modest, right? And Vodafone Idea is also very, very significant, right? From their perspective. Now, looks like Gujarat, so Bharti has gained only 0.15, right? Reliance Jio has gained 0.36, proportionate to the importance for them. Vodafone Idea has lost and BSNL has lost, right? Now, let's look at Delhi, right? I may not be able to cover everything because time may not permit, but we'll do important stuff. Now, let's look at Delhi, who has the maximum market share. So, if I click and find Delhi here, you will find that Bharti has got 42.2% market share, Reliance Jio has got 36.3% market share, Vodafone Idea has got 13.7%, and then we have got BSNL 7.8. So Delhi, it looks like that for Bharti, it's a very important circle, and then comes Reliance Jio, and then comes Vodafone Idea, right? So who is losing subscriber, who is gaining subscriber? Bharti is gaining subscriber in Delhi, which is quite makes sense. Reliance Jio actually is not doing very great, and then we see Vodafone Idea is also not doing great, and BSNL anyway is not it's zero. So Delhi, I think Bharti is maintaining a very good ground. Now let's look at Rajasthan. So Rajasthan, again, let me just go to the revenue market share as far as Rajasthan is concerned, where Rajasthan stands. So Rajasthan, where is Rajasthan? Oh my God. That is the problem, you can't find, yeah, here is Rajasthan. So Rajasthan for Bharti is 44.5%, Reliance Jio is 41.7%, and then we have got Vodafone Idea 9.2%, and then for BSNL 4.6%. So Bharti has got the maximum market share as far as Rajasthan is concerned. Now, here Bharti is gaining subscriber in Rajasthan, which makes sense. Reliance Jio is not, and then Vodafone Idea is losing, and then BSNL is somehow slightly positive. Let's forget about Assam. Let's look at UP West, because then we'll close, because otherwise time will not permit us. UP West, Reliance Bharti has gained 0.6. Reliance Jio has also gained 0.31. Vodafone Idea has lost 0.18, and BSNL has also lost. So let's look at from a revenue percent market share of how UP West is placed. Oh, it looks like Bharti is reasonably good, well poised. 39.7. Reliance Jio has got the maximum market share, 41%. And then Vodafone Idea 15.2% and BSNL 4.1%. So Bharti, so who has the maximum market share? Reliance Jio. So if Reliance Jio has got the maximum market share, so no, not this one. So Reliance Jio should be making maximum gain. Yes, it has. Bharti has not gained that much subscriber in UP West. Vodafone Idea has lost. And we will do one more and then we will close. So which one I should choose? We have already covered important Punjab. Okay, let's do Punjab and then we'll close. Maybe we'll do Maharashtra and maybe a Punjab also. So Maharashtra, what is the situation as far as Maharashtra is concerned? I think Vodafone Idea must be ahead in Maharashtra. So Maharashtra, if I do Maharashtra, Vodafone Idea is very good in Maharashtra, 19.5%. Bharti is 33.1% revenue market share. Reliance Jio is 45.9% revenue market share. So if Maharashtra, Reliance Jio, let me just see here what is going on. Reliance Jio is making a gain, 0.29. Bharti is also gaining subscriber, 0.21. And this is concern. Vodafone Idea is losing in Maharashtra, 0.4 million, right? And BSNL is also losing. So this is a matter of concern. It's an important circle for Vodafone Idea, right? So then let's do Gujarat and we'll close, because it is not possible for me to cover each and everything in a short window of time. So Gujarat, if I do Gujarat here, where is Gujarat? Gujarat is here. So it's a very important circle for Vodafone Idea. 24.7% market share. Bharti is not that important. Reliance is also very important, 45.4% market share. And BSNL 4.4. And let's go and see what is happening in Gujarat. So if I click here, Gujarat, where is Gujarat? Gujarat. Here is Gujarat. And you will find that Gujarat is 0.15, and 0.36 as, and Vodafone Idea is losing, though it's an important circle. So friends, this is the overall picture. It is not possible for me to cover each and every aspect of it, but it gives a fair good picture what is going on, right, in the marketplace. Which of the areas where the subscribers are being gained, where it is lost. You can get an access to this chart, which I keep updating every now and whenever the data is available, to do your own analysis, because it is impossible for me to cover each and every aspect, but this gives a very good understanding. You can actually have another view 1, where you can get a map view also. And you can click off any of the map and then you can choose, and you will see that suppose I click here, that particular area, if it is in the page 1, it will get highlighted. So it's a very powerful tool, friends. And many things can be done with this tool. And so I find it very useful to analyze the data, because it kind of does everything on a fly. Because I didn't have any script for this presentation, or you can say video, right? So friends, that's all. That is a summary of the situation. Looks like that if you look at an overall picture, let me just go to the heat map and then have a look at this. So you can pause the video and have a look at this, because you can basically see how Bharti is doing as per heat map incremental basis. Similarly, you can pause the video and have a look at Reliance Jio. Similarly, you can pause the video and look at because you will get a very good understanding as to what is going on for these so many quarters, right? And you can see for BSNL also, as far as subscriber is concerned. Now, if you want to do a revenue share thing, the same thing you can do here. Let's go and see. Here you can basically pause the video and look at all these individual metrics. So thanks for your time friends. I hope that you like this video. And let me just show you Vodafone idea also and BSNL also. You can pause and have a look how the market share. This is AGR, right? You can see it is AGR. So you can have a look at it. And then, that's all. And hope that you like this video. And thanks for watching till the end. And I'll come back with a new video and a new topic next time. Thank you very much.